welcome to my channel, Galactic Jamie. Each week I come on here to talk about my two favorite topics, outer space and nail polish. So, if you're a super space nerd like me, or if you love nail polish, go ahead and subscribe to my channel right now so you don't miss any of my videos. So a couple weeks ago, I posted a video where I talked about what black holes are. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit more about black holes. So if you want to go watch that video so you can learn more about what black holes are, I'll link it in the cards for you. But today I wanted to talk about a specific black hole that scientists are trying to study. So almost all large galaxies have a black hole in the core of its center. So this one galaxy out in the Abell 2261 cluster, scientists have been trying to study. It is one of the largest galaxies we've observed, and the core of it, they believe, the black hole within the core of this galaxy, they believe that it is 3 billion to 100 billion solar masses large. Now, mind you, if you remember my video that I posted about black holes before, the black hole that they actually observed, the only one they've observed, was 2.4 solar masses large. So imagine this one being 100 billion solar masses. That's like really huge. Like, I don't think human brains can comprehend the size of that. That's insane. Like 100 billion solar masses. Like, we can't even comprehend really the size of our sun, much less like 100 billion times that size. Like, come on, that's astronomical. So with that being said, scientists have been trying to detect this black hole, and this black hole is just not having it. It is playing hide and seek with scientists, and they can't find it at all. So they've been trying to detect X-rays coming from the black hole. So typically, black holes emit a lot of X-ray waves, and the scientists just aren't finding what they're looking for. They're not finding those X-ray waves. So there is a theory scientists have about why they're not seeing this black hole. The theory they have is that there is something called a recoiling black hole. What happens is that when two supermassive black holes merge, the gravitational waves that emit from it, if it's stronger on one side, the gravitational waves are stronger on one side than the other, basically the whole black hole just ejects itself from the galaxy. It just like leaves. It's just like, okay, peace out, home planets. I'm done with you. See y'all in another life. Bye. So basically, scientists are thinking, well, maybe that's what happened to it, you know? And if it did happen to it, that's such a huge discovery. I mean, it's a theory they have, but we have no evidence that that's actually ever happened. So to think that they could possibly find evidence of this happening is incredible. In October, coming up this year, the James Webb telescope is going to be launched, and it's going to allow scientists to see so much more than we've been able to see. And this is one of the topics that scientists are really excited to look at more, to figure out more about black holes in general, and especially what is going on with this Abell 2261 galaxy. Like, what is going on with this black hole? Like, it should be there, and it should be insanely huge, and yet we can't see it. I think it's really interesting. I cannot wait for the James Webb telescope to be launched, because I think we're going to see such incredible research and such incredible images and like discoveries about outer space. It's going to be really neat. So now that I've talked about this really mysterious black hole, let's go ahead and get into the nail art for today. I start all of my manicures with a clean, dry nail and some base coat. Today I'm using Orly's Bonder base coat. This helps the manicure last longer and provides a smoother base for the polishes. Next, I wanted to use a white one coat polish so that I could have a nice base for the nail art. So today I'm using OPI's Alpine Snow as my white base. For the next step in this manicure, I chose 3 colors from the LA Colors Color Craze gel line, and I chose the colors Splashy, Jazzy, and Girl Talk. So I took a piece of paper, just a scrap piece of paper, you could use anything for this, and I just did dots of polish on the paper. I used each of the polishes and just left big dots on the piece of paper that I could pick up with a smaller nail art brush. So I took a nail art brush that's smaller than a typical nail polish brush that you would find like in a bottle. I wanted it to be a little bit smaller, and I'm just doing random strokes and dots on the nail just to create this cool abstract, almost watercolor look. And I just keep going over it with the paint until it fills the nail, so you're not seeing any more white and you're just seeing the colors on the nail itself. And also, if you feel like your brush is getting too full of polish or is just starting to feel stiff, you could dip it in some acetone, which is what I have over on the left side, and just kind of wipe it off and get that paint off so you can continue moving on and adding more paint to your nails. And honestly, I had no real method to adding the paint on my nails. I just added it randomly around my nails. And anything you get in the edges or on the skin itself, you can use a cleanup brush later and clean it off. So I sped up these other nails so that you could just see how I did the rest of them. It's such an easy process. I actually really enjoyed doing this, and I could see doing this with a lot of different colors. The reason I chose these 3 colors together is I think these 3 blend really well together, and it reminds me of cotton candy, and I love cotton candy, so I just wanted something fun and bright and just pretty together. So as you can see, I'm just cleaning up those edges that I messed up when I was doing the like watercolor type painting on the nails. I'm just dipping my cleanup brush in acetone and rubbing around where it got on my fingers or in those edges. Once you're done with that, you're going to let your nails dry for just a little bit. And then I use the Orly Second Dry Quick Dry Top Coat, but you're going to want to put a quick dry top coat on top of this just to seal it in before you do any more nail art on it. Next, I'm using Maniology's Bam White stamping polish and the Kelli Marissa collaboration plate from Maniology to stamp these clouds. I'm also using the ice cube stamper from Maniology. So I thought this design was really cute, and I thought it would go along with the cotton candy colors I did as a base. So this first nail, I wasn't sure if I should use latex or not, and I realized after doing it that because of the design, I needed to use latex to make it easier to clean up. So I did use a cleaning brush to clean up my first finger, but then I decided I wanted to use latex on the rest of my fingers just to save some time and make it easier for cleanup afterwards. So this is just the Peween Cosmetics liquid latex. You could use any brand liquid latex. I mean, most of them are the same, and if you're allergic to latex, I know that there's some other non-latex brands out there that do the same thing. So you just have to wait for this to dry, and when it dries it gets a darker pink. And here I am stamping my next nail. Also, in between stamping nails, you have to clean your plate and your stamper. So to clean your plate, you just use acetone and a cotton ball, and then to clean the stamper, you just use Scotch tape. So this is me using acetone and a cotton ball. What I do actually is I use a metal clip to hold the cotton ball so I don't get any of the acetone on my hands. Another tip when you're using the liquid latex, make sure that your fingers, if you're putting it on multiple fingers at one time, that they don't touch. If they touch each other, the latex will stick to each other and it'll pull it off. So make sure you don't touch your fingers together while you have the liquid latex on. So after I've stamped them all, I'm taking off the liquid latex with a pair of tweezers. And then after I take off the liquid latex, I'm going to go through with the cleaning brush and acetone again to clean up anything that was not picked up by the liquid latex. Okay, next I use the Orly second dry top coat again. You want to make sure that the stamping polish is really dry on your nails or else it's going to smudge. And use like a quick dry top coat again, but yeah, make sure that the polish is really dry. And then when you're using the top coat, you can kind of float the actual top coat polish on the brush. So like make sure your bristles, the bristles of the nail brush don't actually touch your nail. So you can kind of float the liquid on top of your nail and like pull it down that way, but just make sure the bristles do not touch your nail or else it could possibly smudge the artwork. So there you have my Cotton Candy Clouds nail art design. I really love this design. I think it's just super fun and cute to wear. I think this manicure is super fun and bright and colorful, and the technique I used for this, you can use that technique for so many different things. You can use it with different colors and just different ideas. I think it's really easy to do and fun. If you enjoyed today's video, please hit the like button. And also, if you like outer space and nail polish, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any of my videos. Also, I'm really curious to hear what you think happened to this black hole. I want to know what you think. Comment below and let me know. Anyways, I hope you all have a stellar week. Bye!